All right, so here's the follow-up and final video of the lettuce experiment. I'll have a few other clips after this, but we're done with this experiment for now. I want to zoom in the cameras a little bit closer in just a minute. I'll give you some different angles so you can really look at it and see which one you think did better. But ultimately, I'm going to weigh them and see the difference between growth, and we'll go that way to find out which one actually grew more lettuce. So if you didn't see the first video, I encourage you to go back and check that out. Give it a like, a thumbs up, and maybe subscribe to the channel while you're at it. This one's a compact fluorescent bulb system. This one's an LED system. And I just wanted to see which one's going to produce which kind of growth. I mean, better or worse or the same or just different, whatever. We're going to check it out and make that decision. So here they are. Here's the two different gardens. And to me, there's a few apparent differences. This one with the compact fluorescent lighting, this whole side took quite a while to germinate. It was way slower to germinate. And you can kind of see now it hasn't really caught up. This AeroGarden LED is totally full and packed in there. This one looks quite a bit less dense. But another interesting thing to me is this ruby red, I believe that was a romaine lettuce, has definitely some red on it, and this one back here clearly has a lot of dark leaves on it. That one's the red romaine. So I was wrong, this is the ruby red leaf lettuce. When you go to this one, the CFL one, that plant is super small. You can hardly even see past the other ones, but it's got a little bit of red and hardly any, it's just barely got any tint on it at all when it comes to that red romaine. This leaf has the most purple by far on it. But yeah, the different lettuces appear to have performed, I'd say roughly the same in the two different ones, except for the exception right here. This one's full, and this is going to be a lot of salad. We're going to have salad tonight for dinner, that's for sure. But I think it's not as far off of a difference as I would have thought. I do have some pictures of both of them earlier on as they're developing and not quite so big. They do have, I think there's a little bit more of a difference, more of a jump start on the LED one when the plants were younger. So these, I don't know if they're catching up or what you want to call it, but I guess they have kind of caught up a little bit, but not necessarily these ones. They just never caught up. So it's pretty cool. I'm gonna have a yummy salad. The freshest greens you can get, really. This is the top-down view of the LED garden. You get a different view, see the different lettuces from a different angle. Sorry about that shadow. Wanted you to take a look at that. I'll move the camera over and we'll see the top-down view of the compact fluorescent one. Here it is, the top-down view of the CFL garden. I think it looks pretty good, but I'll have to put them side by side on the screen and see if we can tell much of a difference or not. So I had some problems with my sound. I had to do a voiceover, but at this point I've got the scale set up next to lettuce and I've got it zeroed out with the bucket on there. And we're going to cut the lettuce off, weighing it on the scale to see how much it is. We're starting off with the LED machine here. And we'll put the rest of the lettuces in the bowl and see what it comes out to. Looks like we have a total of 6.3 ounces. Now we're going to move on to the CFL setup and see how much weight we have there in lettuce. You can see this first plant I cut. It's the ruby romaine, I believe, and it is hardly anything to it. I mean, it didn't even register when I put it in the bucket. All right, it looks like we have 5.4 ounces for this one. So I'll put those totals on the screen, but 6.3 and 5.4. Almost about an ounce difference between the two. There are some unique opportunities to see the roots here. So I pull in some of the grow baskets and the grow sponges out so you can see what the roots look like. How long that one is, nice and healthy roots. I believe I pull one more out and it's even more of a sturdy root system. Check this one out. Nice root system on that one. Anyway, I apologize for the sound system not working correctly and having to do this overlay here, but hopefully I'll get that worked out before I do my next video.